Ja, der Blick nach Osten war für mich absolut zwingend oder für uns als Team. Da steht eine Dringlichkeit an. Wir müssen über eine Situation in Europa viel stärker nachdenken, was das historisch heißt, was das aktuell mit uns tut und auch perspektivisch, und müssen irgendwie mit dieser Ausstellung auch aktuelle Fragen beantworten.
Let's say honestly, like creating the exhibition is not the hard part. It's like the hardest part, like it's like to live in Ukraine. But I mean, while you're curating, it's also the reflection, and this is the way to understanding that you're sharing the stories and you're really like sharing your feelings as well. So in this case, like it was important, like for me, like to share the stories and to share my feelings and like to show what's going on in Ukraine. But what was really attractive for me for this invitation, like to co-curate the show in Vienna, that it was proposal not just showing Ukrainian photographers and not just focusing on the war, how it is like right now, but like more like to look on it on the historical perspective and like more like to see on the side of reflection and start to analyze it. Because yes, it's like now it's also the time that like we have to analyze not only what's going on now, but also the past, and like to try to build the future. And then it's what I really like in this exhibition, that we try like to work in this time zone and like really like to analyzing and not just like showing the images, but more like to work with this analyzation. I could say that like honestly, like the life of the all Ukrainian photographers changed quite radically. It's only Evgen Malaletka who actually started to work on the war like from 2014, but like talking about the others, all the photographers, they starting to capture the war only from the escalation, was never have this experience and background of this. So and personally for me, what I can see that like the art in Ukraine now it's switched on the fast reflection and like let's say more on this documentary style, because like the things changing so fast in Ukraine nowadays, it could be changed during like 3 days. So like the artists, they're really trying now to really like to document these changes, to collect these changes in time, because like there's no time for the artistic reflection. For the artistic reflection, you need safe zone and you need really to have safe time, which we don't have. It's not possible to have it in Ukraine. And like basically from another side, like of daily life, I could say like yes, it's dangerous to be in Ukraine, but like I am happy to be in Ukraine and to see these changes by myself. I'm happy like to see how the people is fighting and how people adapting and how the historical moments change. Talking about the messages, like it's also what I would like to say, that like sometimes we think that war is super far. But it's not, it's absolutely not. Even like the distance between Vienna to the border with Ukraine, it's smaller than between Lviv to the Donetsk. So in this case, like I would like to say that like it's important like just to know what's going on and like really like to do everything what is possible, like that we'll not have war in any other countries, like not only in Ukraine, but like absolutely in the world. We have to work on this as much as possible, because like we never know when the war can happen, when and in which city and in what country. So this is important, because for me personally, like a few years ago, like 9 years ago, like I was sure that the war is not possible in 21st century, and now I'm living in the war country.